And now, broadcasting from the Ginger and Baker studio in the heart of the Music District in beautiful Old Town, Fort Collins, Colorado. It's Live at Lunch here on KRFC 88.9 FM, streaming live worldwide at krfcfm.org. Our musical guest today will be releasing a new album titled Right on Time in May 2024, and has a residency every Thursday at Maven Hotel in Denver, Colorado through the month of March 2024. I'm your host today, David V., and today's musical guest is DZIRAE Gold and Company.
I love being downtown, though it gets hard to sleep. No, I don't need a wink, 'cause I love being downtown. I can see everything. I can see everything in downtown. So many faces passing by, friends or foes. No, they're just strangers in the night. Busy bodies, busy bees, busy beings in a sea of faces passing by. They're just strangers in the night. Downtown, growing old, brick by brick and stone by stone. Downtown, all alone, build you up just to break you down, down, down. Downtown, just to break you down, down, down. It gets hot. Exhaust creeps in and fills your lungs. You've been caught. A taste upon the city's tongue. Busy body, busy bee, busy being in a sea of faces passing by. You're just a stranger in the night. Downtown, growing old, brick by brick and stone by stone. Downtown, all alone, build you up just to break it down, down, down. Just to break you down, down, down. I'm not gonna lie to you, my coffee tastes like booze. Always playing catch up, never trying to lose. Your secret's safe with me because I can't keep it straight. Count on me, I'll be there, but I'll be a little late. I've wasted all my wishes on growing bigger boobs, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my coffee tastes like booze. I'm not disappointed in being appointed to be your successor. When stuff's elevated, well, I feel elated, befriend my aggressor. I'm a slave to my sorrow, if there's a tomorrow, it'll be my oppressor. But if I do not make it, don't strip me down naked for all my transgressors. Whoa, I got sins too, but don't expose me, cause I can't handle the abuse. Whoa, you wanna know the truth, you wanna know, then I'm not gonna lie to you, my coffee tastes like booze. Always playing catch up, never trying to lose. Your secret's safe with me because I can't keep it straight. Count on me, I'll be there, but I'll be a little late. I've wasted all my wishes on growing bigger boobs, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my coffee tastes like booze. Hey, I've ignored my friend's birthday for a grudge fueled by anger. I've thrown out great songs on old crumpled up paper. I've broken my fair share of hearts, thinking I can save them for later. If you're hearing this now, please do me a favor and say me a prayer. Whoa, I got sins too, but don't expose me, cause I can't handle the abuse. Whoa, you wanna know the truth, you wanna know. This is my overexposure without the abrasive enclosure. Please allow me to explain while I maintain my composure. This is my overexposure without the abrasive enclosure. Please allow me to explain. Hey, this is my overexposure without the abrasive enclosure. Please allow me to explain while I maintain my composure. This is my overexposure without the abrasive enclosure. Please allow me to explain. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, my coffee tastes like booze. Always playing catch up, never trying to lose. Your secret's safe with me because I can't keep it straight. Count on me, I'll be there, but I'll be a little late. I've wasted all my wishes on growing bigger boobs, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my coffee tastes like booze. Hey, yeah. Excellent.
DZIRAE Gold and Company here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Let's introduce the band. Of course, DZIRAE Gold, keyboards and vocals there. And I want to get this right, Colton Sullenberger.
Yes.
And on guitar, and Brett Kitchens on bass, and Braxton Kahn on drums.
Yep.
All right. We got it all. Well, I'm going to start today with DZIRAE, and you know, you've got some interesting influences in your music, and I know that one of them is church. You started out singing in church
Very
growing
true.
up?
Absolutely, yes. I grew up Lutheran and sang in church every Sunday as a little girl. I remember some of my first solos singing were in the church choir, and that was when I started to know, like, this isn't something that I just like. This is something that I need to do forever.
Did you do that before anything in school, as far as choir or anything in school?
I think it all kind of happened at about the same time,
Uh-huh.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And so school also was a help and influence. And
let me tell you, my first solo in school was Joyful, Joyful from the Sister Act.
Yes.
Yeah. in like the 6th grade.
In a musical, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, right, wonderful. So you grew up in Aurora, Illinois?
I did.
Yeah, and of course, for people who don't know, that's pretty close to Chicago.
Wayne's World.
Yeah. Were you influenced at all by Chicago's blues scene or jazz, or what were you listening to when you were growing up there? Was your parents a bit of that too?
Yeah, I didn't get to go into the city much to experience music as a little girl. But my musical influences there was a lot of blues, a lot of jazz. Norah Jones's Come Away With Me album was probably the number one album in my household. And then like a lot of R&B snuck its way in as well.
Did that, speaking of Norah Jones, did that kind of influence you to start picking up the piano? Or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Her music was the first music that I chose to try to cover.
Speaking
a
of
lofty
that,
goal.
Aren't you doing, or did you recently do a concert here of her music?
I did. I did one in Boulder at the Roots Music Project with Colton, actually.
It was lovely.
Yeah, it was really fun. We did it on Valentine's Day, and we're hoping to do it again next Valentine's Day as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Roots Music Project, we just had those some people affiliated with that in here a week or two ago, but I was going to ask you a little bit about Sonic Guild, how you're affiliated with Sonic Guild and what they do for musicians and yourself.
Yes, I was actually just inducted into Sonic Guild in 2023. So, yeah, thank you. I'm so excited. I was a grant winner. And Sonic Guild is amazing. I'm very grateful to them for all of the opportunities that they've extended to me.
How do people get involved or introduced to Sonic Guild?
I believe I was recommended or suggested by another one of the artists in Sonic Guild previously. And because I know this because they reached out to me saying that I was recommended as an interviewee back in 2022, I think maybe, or early 2023. I was interviewed, and then they started to invite me to some shows. My first event with them was the Boulder Film Festival last year, which was really cool. And they've just continued to show up and extend opportunities to me and financial assistance as well, which is, I can't say thank you enough.
Yeah, so big for an independent artist.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Yes.
So you're working on a brand new album. Where are you recording at?
I'm recording at Mighty Fine Productions in Denver with Lauren Dorland as my engineer and producer. She's amazing, and she has kept me on track because, oh boy, this album has there have been many iterations of it, and I've considered just washing my hands of it completely more than once. So,
are you changing the direction, or you just have a lot of different genres and styles that you're doing in it?
Yeah, there's both. It has kind of transformed over time because I've been working on a lot of these songs for 4 years or more. So I feel like I've become a different person over the course of this project, and it's very difficult to still find or see myself in some of the older music. But as I grow, I'm just trying to incorporate the new things that I'm learning.
What brought you from Chicago to Colorado, of all places, huh?
The sunshine, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if you're familiar with the Midwest, but it is gloomy out there.
Especially in the winter.
Exactly right. So I figured being somewhere a little bit sunnier, my songs were getting really sad. So I needed to be somewhere where there's a little more sunshine.
So the music scene specifically in Colorado is what brought you out, or?
No, truly the sunshine brought me here. And
No, I'm telling you.
Do you ski, hike, things like that, or
I
just
love
like
hiking.
the sunshine?
I do love hiking. I don't necessarily love propelling my body down a mountain. But I love being here. It's been very inspiring being in, mountainous, colorful Colorado.
Yeah. Propelling yourself down a mountain. That's a nice way to put it. I guess that's basically what we do when we go skiing, right?
Right.
Well, I'm going to go over to Colton and talk to you a little bit too on a guitar over there. How you doing? Grab the mic.
Doing great.
Oh, wonderful. Good. You're from Longmont?
I live there now.
Live in Longmont now?
Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
Did you come out here for music too, or for the sunshine, or?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I lived in Boston for a number of years, and
Did
it's
you go
also
to Berkeley
kind of
or something?
I did. Yep,
Yeah.
I went to Berkeley there, and then moved out here with a band, and we're still playing. And,
What kind of music?
like rock and roll.
Yeah. Is that what you grew up listening to and enjoying?
Yeah, that's definitely where it all kind of started. My father was a guitar player as well. But he was
Professional,
also
or
he
semi?
got his master's in classical guitar.
Oh, wow.
So I also grew up listening to a lot of classical music, and there's a pretty wide swath of things. So
Yeah. So your father listened to classical, musical family, it sounds like. Your mom?
Yep. My mom's really into show tunes and that kind of stuff. So yeah, big.
Yet you
wide
gravitated to rock after
influence.
classical.
I had my share of musicals back in the day.
What guitar are you playing there?
This is an Eastman guitar. They're a Chinese company that they make all their instruments handmade. And
The wood grain's beautiful.
thank you. Yeah, it's really lovely. Getting a little beat up. But
Yeah. You're
that's
using
character,
it, right?
right? Yeah.
Then is it just an optical illusion, or is the neck a little shorter than?
Actually, it's a little longer than a Gibson, a little shorter than a Fender. It's kind of
Oh.
right in between there. Yep. But yeah, it looks a little different because of the kind of symmetrical nature of
Yeah.
it.
Well, it looks like it's easy access, so you can see right now with your fingers all
That's
the way
right.
to the top.
Got to get
of
all
bridge.
the notes.
Yeah.
So.
Very nice. So, you're playing in other bands in addition to DZIRAE Gold?
Yeah, I think it's pretty common with the Colorado people
Absolutely,
to
especially
kind
if
of
you're trying to pay the bills.
cross-pollinate. Yeah.
You want to give a shout out to any of them?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, they can get their
No,
own show, right?
today's about DZIRAE Gold, so we're going to keep it about DZIRAE Gold.
Okay, great. Well, speaking of DZIRAE Gold, let's get back into some music. What are you going to play for us next?
Yes. Oh, next we're going to play a tune titled "It's Okay." This will be on the album as well, and this song is really just a message that I wrote during the pandemic when everything was shut down and everything felt really hard, and I was like, you know what? It's okay to not be okay. So that's essentially the message here.
All right.
Hope you enjoy
DZIRAE
it.
Gold and Company on Live at Lunch.
It's okay to feel down sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time to let your mind get right. It's okay. It's okay. 'Cause you're still worthy, you're a child of love. Take a break and let go of the fears and doubts you're harboring. Yeah, you'll find room to let love in. It's okay to feel down sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time to let your mind get right. It's okay. It's okay. 'Cause you're still worthy, oh child of love. Take a break and let go of the fears and doubts you're harboring. Yeah, you'll find room to let love in. It's okay to feel down sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time to let your mind get right. It's okay. It's okay.
Right on.
Snooze for an hour?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on back to bed, my love. Let's hit snooze for an hour. 'Cause I'm not ready, ready, ready to open my eyes. Come on back to bed, my love, and each other we'll devour. 'Cause I'm not ready, ready, ready to say goodbye. Whoa, listen closely, lend your ear. Even the birds are sleeping in, my dear. It's the only thing I wanna hear. Can we hit snooze for an hour? Hey, snooze for an hour. Seasons change and we ain't gotta. Let's hit snooze for an hour. 'Cause I'm not ready, ready, ready to open my eyes. Cross my heart and hope to die that tomorrow will find the power. 'Cause I'm not ready, ready, ready to say goodbye. Oh, look real close and you will find that even cats are napping overtime. So if you would feel so inclined, can we hit snooze for an hour? Hey, snooze for an hour. Caress my skin with satin sheets. I'll flip your pillow to the cool side. Come and share a bit of body heat in just an hour or so of your time. Whoa, look real close and you will see that even death is moving lazily. So come back here and lay with me, and we'll hit snooze for an hour. Hey, snooze for an hour. Yes, I said snooze for an hour. Yeah.
DZIRAE Gold and Company here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Brett Kitchen's on bass back there. You're living in Aurora now?
I am, actually.
Yeah.
Been there since about 2018. But before that, I actually grew up in Florence, Mississippi.
All right. Florence. I haven't heard of Florence. I'm sure it's a lovely
Yeah,
town.
nobody has. Just like 15, 20 minutes south of Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up in Mississippi, what kind of music were you listening to?
So I listen to a lot of old school music. So like think Jackson 5, the Ohio Players, the Whispers.
A lot of old soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
R&B.
that's basically what I grew up listening to, as well as church music, because everybody in my family either sings or plays an instrument. So that's a lot of my influence there. Just a lot of church music mixed with some R&B and old school funk and soul.
Not so much blues, huh?
It's a little bit of blues. So obviously there's a lot of blues because it's Mississippi, but I never really just gravitated towards like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's understandable. I hear that a lot, though, that, like you say, it's mostly the church music down there especially. And you carried that over through school. Were you always playing bass through school?
No. Actually, I started on piano. Had a couple of teachers throughout middle school and high school. But eventually, when I got to college, I met a guy who basically set me on the path of how I play now. And at that point, around the same time, because my dad also plays bass and sings in the church, I then picked up bass. And so from there, I started with like an old P bass. And then,
Fender?
Yeah. Fender P bass. And then I moved to like an Ibanez, and now I have this. And
what brand is that?
So this is actually a Sire by Marcus Miller, the V7. It's his jazz bass, so it has the Marcus Miller jazz bass pickups, upgraded hardware from the master volume, master tone, your blend for your pickups, your treble, your mid. This is like also a mid frequency knob here, as well as a bass and a active passive switch.
And it looks like the neck is almost extended too. I mean,
the
way they've set it up so that you could, play almost into the middle of the guitar there.
Yeah. So that everything spacing is a little bit different, but it's similar to like a Fender Jazz, but like a third of the price, which is why I got it.
Is it lighter? About the same?
It's probably the same weight. Now this does run like an 18-volt setup, so it packs a lot of punch. So.
And it's 5-string.
Yep. So this is just one of the ones I have. I had like a Squier Jazz. And then I put a preamp in it, and I gave that to my little sister. And I went ahead and bought this. I also have like an ESP LTD B206 SM, which is like a 6-string bass. And
say that 5 times fast.
And I also have like an Ernie Ball OLP Music Man.
Oh.
That's down in Mississippi. So I might end up getting another 4-string just for up here. I'm not sure which one yet.
Now, you mentioned you still have some connections to Mississippi. How'd you work your way up to Colorado? Was it for school?
So once I graduated from Jackson State University, I got a computer engineering degree. I worked a couple of jobs like a network engineer, and then I got an engineering job up here in the defense industry. Mm-hmm. And that's what brought me up here. They relocated me. I've since moved to another company. Mm-hmm. So that's basically what brought me up here. And while I was up here, I decided to go ahead and see if I can get on the music scene.
Yeah.
So
it worked out.
It did.
And how did you get into the music scene here? Did you go to open mics, or did
I've
recommend
in
it
a
with
couple
friends?
of different Facebook groups,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody was looking for a bass player for a gig in Boulder. Mm-hmm. And turns out that was like the Black Legacy Project, which filmed here, a couple years ago now, I think.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
What's that about, the Black Legacy Project?
Basically, they're a group that basically tours the country, bridging the racial divide using music. And they're basically on tour from different cities, and they just so happen to be up here in Denver. And like the very last minute, like the day of, I said, you know what? I'm going to put myself out there and see what happens. And so I played up there with those guys, and that's where I met her. And she put me on a bunch of gigs. And I've gigged with like 1 or 2 other people since. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's how I got into the music scene here.
Is your main thing, obviously, with DZIRAE? Are you actively playing with another artist or band?
Not really. I've done one other gig. Like I did the Black Arts Festival back in July. I haven't done anything big since with anybody else. So.
Too busy with being an engineer.
Yeah. Well, I have a good schedule, so I'm off like every Friday. But I work long hours like Monday through Thursday.
Yeah. Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's when the gigs are, right?
Yep.
So, absolutely. Well, Braxton, I've spoken to you a couple of times before, and I know you're in Thornton.
I am.
Colorado.
Thornton, Colorado.
Why don't we try and let everybody know where you're originally from?
I am from. It's funny, Brett mentioned Boulder. I am from Boulder. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I grew up more or less in this area in North Boulder. So Longmont was a hop and skip away for me.
And
Yeah, it was a
I know
great
you've
place
been
to grow up.
playing drums for quite a while, and
Yeah.
with a lot of different people. And
Mm-hmm.
how did you get your name out there and about to all the different artists that you're playing with these days?
Well, a huge thing for me was going to the CU Boulder Jazz program, and just for training and professional networking purposes, if nothing else. A lot of the people I met there ended up playing professionally around town, and then it just it snowballs, once people are like, oh, he's a jazz drummer, and then you get recommended for something else, and they're like, hey, can you play this style? And you're like,
Sure,
fake it
why
till you
not?
make it, or if it's something I'm really passionate about, playing a lot of different styles of music. So
when you're at home, what do you listen to?
oh man, these days I've been in jazz land recently, all sorts of different stuff.
Classic stuff like Buddy Rich or something?
No, a lot of more modern
Okay.
and more avant-garde jazz has kind of been where my ear has been drifting. But I mean, I listen to everything under that umbrella. Everything from Miles Davis to John Coltrane, Wayne Shorter, Thelonious Monk, all those guys, and then stuff that's a little more left of center.
Yeah.
So, I could throw a bunch of names out, but I don't know how much it would mean to anybody outside the niche
right.
community that really digs that stuff. So,
Well, I'm going to get back to Desiree. Desiree,
please do.
what's the best place for people to get information about you and the band, and where would you like them to go?
I think I'm most active on my Instagram. I do have an email list that I'm happy to sign people up for, but I do everything on my own, so I'm not excellent at getting emails out often. So I think Instagram and Facebook is probably the best way to stay in touch.
So just DZIRAE.
Yep.
And then, of course, Gold, Gold.
Yes.
So if people just Facebook or Google or whatever, they should be able to find that and go to your Instagram or whatever.
Absolutely. Google me.
Okay. and a couple will pop up, I'm sure. Well, what would you like to play next?
Yes, all right. The next tune we're going to play for you this afternoon is titled Twilight in Gilead.
Well, you got to tell us a little bit about that with the title like that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Back to my kind of religious roots. I remember singing this song. It was a hymn. There is a balm in Gilead, and this song is about that balm being a little more risque, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Ooh, that's all I'm gonna say.
Twilight in Gilead, embalm me with your love. Meet as strangers in no lands. Twilight in Gilead, cherished as a dove, to soothe my spirit with your hands. The sun has set, desires unfold. We reconcile and we lose our control. I yearn for you, broken, untrue, and still I yearn for you. Twilight in Gilead, embalm me with your love. We'll meet as strangers in no lands. Twilight in Gilead, cherished as a dove, to heal my soul in ancient sands. I come back time and again to sing the song. It goes on without end. I sing for you, broken, untrue, and still I sing for you.
got an itch.
One, two, three.
I've got an itch for new shoes. New shoes, same vendor. He's my favorite shoemaker. I've got an itch, only he knows my style. But it might take a while to find the right fit. Oh, I said I got an itch, yeah. I've got an itch, same one as before. Can't be scratched, just tickled. Not too big or too little. Oh, I said I got an itch, and I know who to visit. We'll go to his back room. That's where he keeps his best shoes to scratch my itch. To scratch my itch. I've got an itch for new shoes, same vendor. He's my favorite shoemaker. Oh, oh, baby, I got an itch, and I know who to visit. We'll go to his back room. That's where he keeps his best shoe. To scratch my itch, yeah. Oh, baby, 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 I said I got an itch.
DZIRAE Gold and Company here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. I'd like to take a a moment to remind all our listeners and viewers that KRFC has its own YouTube channel, KRFC 88.9 FM's Live at Lunch. It's called RadioVision, and you can always go there and view all past, present, and future videos to come for all the bands and artists that appear on Live at Lunch. And while you're there, go ahead and click on the subscribe tab. You'll get a notification each week who the artist is that week and a little snippet video to see what they look like each week. Is there anything that you guys would like to touch base on that maybe we didn't talk about today and something you remember? I know you don't have currently any scheduled shows coming up, so we can't talk about them, but you do indeed have your new album coming out in May.
I sure do.
And that is going to be called Right on Time.
Right on time.
You want to talk a little bit at all about plans for the release on that?
Sure. So right now, I think it's going to be about a 10-track album. Fingers crossed. It's beautiful. And initially, it had a different title. I changed the title because it took so long. I changed the title mostly for myself because I needed to let myself know that this album is right on time. So that said, there's no title track or anything. I've thought about that too, but it doesn't feel necessary. Instead, the album is just what it is. It feels like a total encompassment, if that's a word, of who a totally encompassing entity that represents me.
And the songs you're playing today, are they all
Not
be
all
on
of
there?
them.
Mhm.
No, Twilight in Gilead will not be. It'll be its own project, but most of the tunes that we've played today will be on this album.
Wonderful. Well, then I'm going to let you lead us out with another couple songs. What are you going to play next?
Yes, up next we have If You Do. This song is actually already released, but it will be released, a new version of it will be released with the album. And it's funny because the song sounds like a breakup song, but I did actually write this to myself from the perspective of my houseplants. So I think that will become apparent, if not in the first line, by the bridge.
Thank you. DZIRAE Gold and Company here on KRFC's Live at Lunch.
One, two, three.
Water me with your tears, so I know how much you love me. Drown away all my fears. Tell me ain't no one else above me. And if you do, if you prove I ain't no fool to stay with you, I'll stay with you. Oh, 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 I will stay. Swallow me like a pill, since you know that I'm so good for you. Bend at my whim and will, since you want me to love and adore you. And if you do, if you prove I ain't no fool to stay with you, I'll stay with you. Yeah. Oh, I will stay. Yeah. I know that you're thirsty, babe, but water me first if you're with me, baby. Ain't no competition, babe, just missing your love and attention lately. I know that you're thirsty, babe, but water me first if you're with me, baby. I'm trying to blossom for you, so show me love, and if you do, if you prove I ain't no fool to stay with you. Whoa, if you do, if you prove I ain't no fool, yeah, to stay with you. Whoa, I'll stay with you.
All right, last tune, y'all. On my skin and heart. You start this.
Baby, I got scars on my skin and my heart. Things to get off my chest. It might hurt, but it's for the best. Baby, I got joy too. Chicago, Illinois. You sure did raise me right, though I'll admit I put up a fight. for death. So take a good look at me, and surely you will see, baby, I got scars on my skin and heart, yeah. Baby, I got curls tangling up in my pearls, but I wear them so proud, it took too long to say it aloud. Baby, I got faith, my ancestors are bathing me in glory and love. I thank God in heaven above. It's in my bones to be a woman of stone, yeah. Can feel in my breath that I'm constantly watching for death. So take a good look at me, and surely you will see, baby, I got scars on my skin and heart. It's in my bones to be a woman of stone, yeah. Feel in my breath that I'm constantly watching for death. So take a good look at me, and surely you will see, baby, I got scars on my skin and heart. Sunny days may be what's best for me, but gloomy days make great company. If I could stay in my bed till the skies turn half past red, till the cars passing by leave flickers with their headlights, I'd write a letter in my mind to the drivers just out of sight. Are you busy-bodied or just busy-brained with thoughts you too struggle to contain? Is it true you drive around the block just to wind down the clock? Oh. the skies turn half past red, till the spars passing by leave flickers of their headlights. I'd write a letter in my mind to the drivers just out of sight. Are you busy-bodied or just busy-brained with thoughts you two struggle to contain? Is it true you drive around the block just to wind down the clock? Sunny days may be what's best for me, but gloomy days make great company.
Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.